Hey, this is your girl MelloMerl straight from out of London. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about office politics. Office politics. Guys, I want you to subscribe, hit that bell, share my story. Hope you like it, and then send me some comments. Guys, I was a carer, doing domiciliary care, adult social care. I used to go into people's home to look after elderly people. I did that for quite a while, and then I wanted to do something different, so I resigned. I even resigned without have another job set, because I was getting fed up of what was happening out there. Anywho, I sent in my 4 weeks resignation, and at the time, my boss was a male, so he looked at my file, see that my work ethic was very good, my work relationship with my colleagues out in the field was very good, and so forth. No disciplinary, no warning, no letters, all good. Month of the year carer, carer for whatever reason. I've got that on my belt, got a lot of certificate, do my NVQ and so forth. Anywho, my boss said no, they've got an office position for me. So I said yes to that, and the paperwork goes through, do my interview, and yes, I got my office job. Was excited to be working in an office. I have never worked in an office before. No, actually I have worked in an office before, but it wasn't like an office, but they call it an office. Anyhow, so excited, started working in the office, make new friends, it was exciting. So started doing my thing, started working. And then guys, the politics of the office came in. There was this one particular lady, should I say a lady? Or more like a Godzilla in the office that Godzilla upon myself here. I started to see my manager started to have a go at me in the office, and I used to wonder why. I see things that happen that I tried to fix myself. I asked for help from that person, and my manager knew about it, and I still didn't get it that she was the one who was bringing back all the things to the manager. Because in the first place, when we were working together, we had a bond, we had a work relationship, a really good one. I love that girl. I love her. I thought she was my friend. I would say stuff to her, personal things I would tell her, work things I would tell her. If it's stressful, I will tell her, things like that. You tell your work colleagues. Anywho, the office started to expand. They employed new people who I knew. Some of them I knew, some, I don't. And then somebody came to me and said, do you not understand and see what she's doing to you? No, because I'm this nice, innocent, respectful, treat everyone nice person. And I started to see things when it was brought to my attention. And I couldn't believe it, guys. It hits me hard. I could not believe it. And when I say I could not believe it, I could not believe it that, someone who you love and thought was your friend, your work friend, your work colleague, did not have your back. And believe you guys, she came to me in the first place. She came to me and she said, Merl, is the two of us here, so when anything happen, let's just do it and figure it out. The manager doesn't have to know. Yeah. Got my girl back. This is my girl. We are talking. We're working as a team. And then, I asked for help from her a couple of times. Because I was new. She's much older than I am in the business, and I'm new. And the manager would come back the next day and said, "Why are you asking for help? Why can't you do your job? Why this was not done by you? Why other people are doing your job for you?" If I asked her to do one single thing, she'd do the whole of my job, the whole of my work. And I'm saying, really? Why? What you do, I don't take back to her. I could do the same thing to you. Because you make a lot of mistakes. And I could do it to you, but I fix it. I fix it, guys. And whatever I can't fix, I make sure I can clarify it and I justify it and I, do the right thing. So when it goes to the manager, this is what we've done. Because we are working for the same company. We're not working for ourselves. We're working for the same company. And guys, this take a toll on me. I couldn't handle it at one point. It was in my head. She was in my head. And the fact that I thought she was my friend, that even make it worse. And that happens for years. I'm not talking about 1 year or 2 years. It happens for more than 1 or 2 years. I've been going through it. It happened. But as they say, sometimes when you're working in an office and you find people around you that you can relate to, and it was comfortable when I just started, and then it became uncomfortable. But other people are there who have, have your back. And I know people there had my back, but this one special person was just into me. She was just digging in everything I do. When I go off work on the weekend, come back on Monday, I would see a big folder, huge one, drop in front of my face. This is the mistake you made. This happened on your patch. This happened on your watch. And I'm saying, really? And I look up on her and I say, if you want to play this game, I can play it. But I didn't take it further. So, okay, I'm doing my thing. And I'm learning because she's pushing me. And I'm learning. She's pushing me to make me a better person. But also, I'm dying at the same time because I thought you were my friend. And I didn't even once do that to her. I didn't bring up her mistake to the office. I didn't bring her to the manager. I did not tell the manager what she was doing to me. I did not say nothing. I cover her back. I do my work. I cover her work. Because that's not me. Anyway, it went on for a while. We were there. Until one day I couldn't take it anymore. My cup was flowing over. It was full. It was running over. And bam! She didn't know. She didn't know MelloMerl could get off like that. She's got no idea. I just blew up on her. And I gave it to her with everything in me. I gave it to her. And I end my sentence to her. The blood of Jesus is against you. And I know, I seen it in her eyes. Those words hit her. It hit her so hard, she just sat down in her chair and didn't say another word. She didn't say another word, guys. And I'm telling you, if you're not strong and you don't have other people to talk to, and say, for instance, you live alone, you don't have friends, because I know people who live alone and don't make friends. These things will kill you because she was in my head. I sat down and heard that lady telling a new manager that we employed, because our branch was getting bigger, the company was getting larger, and was telling her, don't ask Marlene to do anything. Marlene is not a team player. Marlene won't help. And I sat down and I heard her and I take it and I did not say anything, because I'm not the type of person to just hear things and just blow up like that. Nope. I will sit down. I will hear her. I will listen. And I will do my stuff. I will still do my work. I'll still do your work and I will cover your work and I will make it right. Because I know that I'm not working for myself. Somebody's paying us to do the job. Somebody's paying us to make sure that their company run well. And that's what I'm doing. But God, that love I had for her turned into hatred. And when I say I hate her, I hate her. I hate her. I have to go to church just to pray and ask God to take her out my head. Let me forgive her. At one point, I want something bad to happen to her. I pray something bad happen to her. I'm not gonna do her anything bad because I don't do bad things to people. But I pray things bad will happen to her. And at that point, when I see myself like that, I had to take a step back. I had to regenerate myself. I have to look in my soul. And I have to say, Merlene, you have to go back to being Merlene. You have to find a way. I also talk to, my girls, and get a bit of advice. And I step back. I change my whole working style. I ignore her as much as I can. If I have to talk to her about work, I'll talk to her about work. Very nice, very pleasant, respectful. I reach work 9 o'clock, 9:30, leave 5:30. And I just stop not talking after 5 with them, or with her rather. But I kind of dig the whole office like that. After 5, I just get up and go home. I don't talk to them, because I know exactly what she's doing. So she was, telling everybody about me. And I read, as I said, I take a step back and I regenerate myself and I put my foot down. I let people know, don't play with me. You can't do that. So I build up a wall at work. This is what I stand for. And I really said it. I said, no one should ask me to do anything else after 5. Because after 5, I don't work anymore. And I also tell everyone in the office, if somebody's saying bad stuff about me, don't tell me. Let them say it. I don't want to hear. Because words hurt. It will mess you up. So I really take a step back, as I said before. And I go to work at 9 in the morning, 9:30. Leave 5:30 in the evening. Go home. Be with my family. And at one point I was saying to myself, does people really have split personalities? Because at home I'm different. When I go to work, I have to put up this wall, be somebody else. And that wasn't nice. Because I saw this girl was my friend. I had your back. And I thought you had mine. No, you didn't. Can somebody be so bad? Right now she thinks she is kind, she's nice, and what she's doing is the right thing. And I'm saying, you do those things so much, you think it is right, you think it is nice, you think it is good to do. You can't be like that. You're hurting people. And I never knew. I used to hear people talking about, or heard people talking about office politics. And I'm saying, how bad can it be? Everybody know one another, Maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe you're the person who's not being nice. But hell no. It's there. It's real. And it's hurting people. And when I say it's hurting people, it's hurting a lot of people. And I know, a lot of people can relate to my story. I know a lot of people maybe had gone through what I've gone through or is going through it now. And guys, if you're going through it now, you need to just take a step back, look into yourself, find something to focus on, talk to somebody about it, or even go to church like what I do, because, this office politics, it can hurt, and you can end up hurting someone if you're not strong, It can make you into a monster. And that's exactly what this young lady was doing to me. I was turning into a monster. I used to be obedient. I do. And at one point I find myself saying, my manager asked me to do something. I say, I'm not doing it. It's something that I could have said I'm not doing, because that's not a part of my job to do. So at that point, I know she couldn't tell me that I have to, because that's not a part of my job description. That's not my contract. And firstly, in the first place, when I started in the office, I would not say that to her. Then I find myself saying it. And it's because of this one person. It's because of this one person. I don't want to be in the office like that person. I don't want to be an informer in the office on anyone. Because if you can do your job, you don't have to be like that. You don't have to hurt people like that. It's not the cloth, what people would say, if you want something better in life, you have to step on a few persons to get where you want to go. I understand that part in a concept to what that related to. Because if you were like an office staff and then you promoted to manager, you can't be like an office staff anymore. You have to be like a manager. So the other rest of the staff is gonna see the other side of you, that you have to be a manager. Some people like it, some will understand, and some people will not. This wasn't the issue. She was just plain mean. And I sat down and I'm wondering, is that how all of you from your country be? You think you have to be a manager's lapdog to get where you want or to have your job? Do like me and the rest of the other staff. Know your job. Do your job well. But guys, this is MelloMerl sharing her story with you. I hope you like my story, guys. I hope if anyone out there and is going through this or had gone through just like myself, just drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, send a comment to me, let me know what you are thinking about my story. Tell me if you can relate to my story. And guys, let me see how many likes I can get for this YouTube channel that I'm making. So guys, this is my story from MelloMerl to you all out there. Hope you're having a great time, wonderful time. Until next time, bye!